Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Before we get started, come on in the room, open up your laptop or your mobile device, grab you something to drink, grab you something to eat, so we can get in here and have a little chit chat. I'll be with y'all in just a minute. I'm coming, y'all. Happy Saturday, y'all. Over from the west side. It is a hot Saturday. It is sizzling here in California. Hey, Angel. Hey, Uppity. Hey, Red Wings. And sorry I'm a little late, but I had the bright idea to go walk to Starbucks and get me a Frappuccino this morning. It's literally not that far, like 3 blocks. Y'all, I was dying, going and coming back. No, actually going, because I came back a different way. I came back the shady way. I went the sunny way. I was tripping. So it's hot in here. It is hot in here. I have the air on now. And I am drinking a pumpkin spice Frappuccino from Starbucks today, because it is too hot to be drinking my normal French vanilla cappuccino, which is hot, you know. Oh yeah, I do skate. Yeah, matter of fact, I just ordered me a pair of vegan skates. They're vegan friendly, so they're not leather. They're whatever the vegan leather is. They're vegan leather, and they're like this. Like they're called Purple Rain because they're like a iridescent purple. Yeah, so so I can start to get my skate on again. So I am looking forward to getting out there and skating. But yeah, let me see if I can come on camera for a minute because it's really hot and I really don't want to be under this hot ass light today. Y'all see I have my hair up, a mess. I did finish the braids, but they're kind of curly. I did curly braids because they're up on top of my head. Every time that I am braiding my hair, it's hot. I just don't. Even if it's the winter time, that's the day that it's going to be hot. I don't get it. But yeah, so it's been a heat wave all week. But yeah, I'm drinking an ice frappuccino today with whipped cream in it. So I know the streets of YouTube have been on fire, but we're not going to start with that. Now, because there's stuff going on in the real world. There's stuff going on in the real world that's more important, or just as important as the issue we're seeing in the YouTube streets. So I'm going to start with this lawsuit against Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears for allegedly grooming children. I'm gonna let that one sink in. I know we've all seen that. And the alleged video in question, I saw part of it. I didn't see the whole video. But the part that I did see of the video appeared that it was supposed to be like a PSA, but a comical PSA. That's what it appeared to be. So let me bring up the article here, and then I'll see if I can bring it up on here too. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I planned to be. There we go. Okay. So let me see if I can pull it up over here and share the screen. Hold on. Let's see. See if the same article pops up. Yeah, there it is. So I want to be showing the same thing that I'm reading from. What is it? Yeah, it's the same one. Okay. All right, so let me come back. Let me share my screen. See it. There we go. Let me see.
Hold on, y'all. Because I can't. This is what irritates. Yeah. Okay, man. Okay, sorry, y'all. I had to make sure y'all could see it, and my phone was tripping, so I couldn't see if y'all could see. All right. All right, so let's read this. Let's read this article. Let me scroll down. Y'all can just be looking at their faces here. Okay, so this is I'm reading what I'm going over is the article on CNN. Comedians Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears have been accused of having groomed and, you know what, molested two then minor siblings years ago, according to a lawsuit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court. The complainants are referred to as Jane Doe and John Doe in the suit, which states their names are being withheld to protect their privacy. According to the complaints, a copy of which was obtained by CNN, Jane Doe and John Doe were 14 and 7 respectively when they alleged that Haddish and Spears had them participate in suggestive videos in separate events in 2013 and 2014. You know, I have to censor what I'm saying. When reached for comments by CNN, attorneys for Haddish and Spears called the allegations bogus and a shakedown, respectively. According to the complaint, Haddish was a longtime family friend of the mother of the siblings who filed the lawsuit. Jane Doe was enrolled in a comedy camp in 2013 when Haddish was a guest speaker and told the then teen girl she had a perfect role for her. The complainant states. The star allegedly drove the girl to a studio where she and Spears showed her a video of an older man and a college-age girl eating a sandwich simultaneously from either end while moaning and making noises as they both ate the sandwich in a manner that simulated the act of, you know what, oral. Yeah, of oral, that part. Spears then told plaintiff Jane Doe that he wanted her to mimic what she had seen on the screen, including the noises precisely like she heard throughout the video. The suit states plaintiff Jane Doe, nervous and disgusted, didn't say anything until Haddish came into the room next to her and sat down. Haddish verbally explained that this was expected of plaintiff Jane Doe and then showed plaintiff Jane Doe how to give oral, including movements, noises, moans, and groaning. Physically, emotionally, and mentally uncomfortable, plaintiff Jane Doe mimicked the act Haddish and Spears wanted her to do so she could go home. The complainant continues. Haddish allegedly paid her $100 and sent her home, according to the complainant. John Doe alleges that in the summer of 2014, Haddish offered a book, arrange, and film Mr. Doe content for a Nickelodeon sizzle reel at the home of Spears. Haddish claimed the reel would be used to book Mr. Doe on Nickelodeon. Upon information and belief, Haddish and Spears removed the 7-year-old victim from his sister, placed him upstairs in a bedroom, and stripped the child down to his underwear to sue, according to the suit. The video was entitled Through through a short eyes, and shows Spears lusting over the 7-year-old and rubbing his back. Haddish was present during the filming of the entire video, the complaint states. Photos alleged of the video shoot are included in the complaint. An attorney for Haddish said in a statement to CNN that the plaintiff's mother has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Ms. Haddish for several years. Every attorney who has initially taken on her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear that the claims were meritless and Ms. Haddish would not be shaken down. The statement read, adding that the mother has her adult daughter representing herself in this lawsuit. The two of them will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action. Now, as I told you guys, I'm not going to read the rest of the article. It's on the CNN site. Let me just come out of that. Hold on a second, y'all. I don't know why that came up. Let me stop sharing. There we go. All right, see that. So, let's see what you guys are saying, because I know that was a lot. Now, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. As I said, I didn't look at the entire video, and the video is out there on the internet. Should you want to see it, it's out there. And that's with the John Doe. And what I saw looked like it was supposed to be a PSA, but I didn't see the whole thing. And according to Dive, the comedy website, they said that it was so disgusting that they took it off of their website as soon as they found out about it or had become aware of it back in 2018. So, one second. Gotta change my headphone. Start that back. So these are my headphones that I have that I wear for my phone, and they're like little jelly beans. The thing that I hate about them, before I get back into this, is just that, you know how some of the headphones give you a warning when they're about to shut off, tells you that the battery's low? These don't do that. Nah, they just power off. Just shut off. And you can be in the middle of a conversation on the phone or in the middle of a Zoom or whatever. These suckers shut off. So I like them. They're cute, but I don't like that part. So now back to the Aries and Tiffany story. This, I hope that this is not true. I hope that this is not true. I hope that this is exaggerated and this stuff didn't happen. Now, if a video was being made for a PSA, the way that it appears, at least in the first part of the video, maybe they went too far in the video, and then maybe there was things that happened that weren't in the video that we saw. I mean, but I would just, it just kills me, you know, because I like Tiffany. I think Aries is disgusting, though, that Tiffany would be involved in that, especially knowing her background, having to come up through the foster care system and all of the stuff that she went through as a child herself, that she would be involved in anything like that. And I mean, I know she went to the comedy camp when she was a child. And I know that's not the type of activity that was going on with the, because it's the Comedy Store. The Comedy Store has a summer camp every year. And that's the Comedy Store in Los Angeles, up in Hollywood area. And that's how Tiffany, you know, had it started out. And she was a speaker at one of these when she met the 14-year-old or then 14-year-old girl. I don't know. I mean, it's very interesting, though, that this stuff is coming up right behind the ignorant ass comments that Ari Spears made in regards to Lizzo. When we know that he does not like Black women anyway, that we're not his preference. And that's fine with us. Good riddance. Don't nobody want you with your ugly ass. I'm just telling the truth. He is not a handsome man. He is not a handsome man at all. So, you know, I can see, you know, I can see him doing some creepy stuff with kids. I could see him, because he got that kind of vibe. He ain't funny, and he's not funny. He's not funny. I could see that, but I don't see that on Tiffany. So I'm gonna wait to see what comes out with regards to that, because that would really break my heart. And, you know, when the time that they're saying that this stuff happened, I mean, she was still on the rise, about to blow the F up. You know, I'm like, let me see. When did Girls Trip come out? Let me see when Girls Trip came out. Girls Trip. And they're talking about doing another Girls Trip. Yeah, Girls Trip came out in 2017, which means this happened around the time that she was getting ready to go do Girls Trip. I don't see her being that much of a dumbass that she would involve herself in some dumb stuff. You know? But, you know, at the same time, you know, it's a paradox, because Black kids that things happen to, no one ever believes them. No one ever believes Black children when something happens to them, when SA happens to them. So, you know, I'm in a paradox from that perception, you know, because of that fact. you know. But at the same time, knowing the background of Tiffany Haddish, I want to think that she wouldn't have anything to do with that. And she wouldn't be that stupid. Thank you, son, for picking it up. Sorry, I had to get my fan. I don't know, y'all. This is a tough one. Let me see what you guys are saying. Nickelodeon is a freak show of adults. Really? Wow. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this is not the. How do I say this? This is not the norm in the comedic world. You know, like Bill Cosby and all that stuff with him. This is not the norm. You know, doing that kind of, that's not the stuff that you hear in the comedy world. You know what I'm saying? And messing with children. And you definitely don't hear it in Black Hollywood. So this, y'all know, this is some white Hollywood stuff. So it's, you know, I know the Black community is going to be real split on this one. Because you have people who can't stand Gary's behind, you know, but they like Tiffany. And, you know, and then, you know, we also have the fact that we as a community never support our children when things like this come up in regards to our children. So this is going to be ugly. This is going to be ugly. And if it's found to be true, well, Aries' career is already over. So, you know, he don't even have a career anymore, okay? He don't even have a career. You know, that's why he was clout chasing on the Lizzo stuff. But this will destroy Tiffany Haddish's career if this is found to be true. But the fact that the mother came at her for $15,000 or $10,000 or something back in the day makes me look side-eyed at her, and it makes me wonder if she's got her kids, you know, in cahoots with her, so she can get a lick. That's the part. That's the part. So I mean, I'm on the fence right now, y'all, until I hear more information. You know, I'm on the fence because I don't know what to think, and we haven't heard all the information. We just heard that there's a lawsuit. So, you know, and it'll be interesting how mainstream media handles this case. You know. I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna see what happens. Mm-hmm. Cause this is crazy. If it's true, this is crazy. If it's true. Hey, Miss Pamela. Hey, sis. I missed you. I missed you. I'm so glad you came through. So, yeah, y'all, I really don't know what to think on this one. This is, I could see, Aries on this one, but, yeah. Whew, y'all. And I know that the Black community is going to be split on it because a lot of people like Tiffany Haddish, But then again, we don't play about short eyes. We don't play about short eyes. And if y'all don't know what I'm saying when I say short eyes is the same as Pedialyte. And you understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. This is a monetized stream, and I want to keep it ad friendly. So there are certain words that we just can't say. So moving on to the next bit of news out there in the real world. We're finding out that in that crash that ultimately took Anne Heche's life, that there was a delay in the paramedics and firefighters getting to her, and that she was literally in there for about 45 minutes to an hour before they were able to get to her. And that is probably a part of, what caused her ultimate death, because the coroner ruled her death, because of the fire and because of the fire inhalation for her lungs. So we found that out this week. And I remember when that happened that day that it did take a little bit of time. There was a lot going on that day that happened. There was a lot going on. There was a lot going on that day. Because I don't think that was the only kind of accident that was happening at that point, but that's where that's what is being ruled as part of the reason, is that they did not get to her in a timely fashion. But again, they couldn't, and they didn't even know. It appears that originally they thought that the person who lived there was the person that was in there, and when they got there, and after they had treated her, then they found out that there was another person. So there was a lot of stuff going on in regards to that. Okay, that's crazy. But now let's talk about the water situation, y'all. In Mississippi, where they don't have any effing water. And I know everyone is aware that, they still have the Flint, Michigan water issue. It's still there. They're just not talking about it anymore. Mm-hmm. But these people don't have any water. And it's our situation going on. The mayor has called it out in that area. because that area is predominantly Black folk. These people are living, they have to have jugs for washing their washing their dishes. They have to have jugs for their drinking water. They have to have jugs of water for washing their behinds. And there seems to be no solution coming. Like, what the F? Really? What the F? Oh, I'm sorry. David wants to come in here and say hi to y'all. Come on. Say hi. Say hi.
Say hi.
I know he's a working man now. He started work, y'all. He started work. He had his first 2 days of work. He goes back to work on Tuesday. He's got Monday off because it's a holiday. He's working now. Okay. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, he's being lazy. He's in his sleeping clothes still. Got sleeping pants on still. Yeah, but yeah. Speaking of David started working. King David started working on September the 1st. He's had his first 2 days at his job, and as I had told you guys before, he's working at a church, feeding the homeless. And I think they were giving out, water and everything because it was so hot these last couple of days. So that's what he was doing. And I think the other thing that he's going to be doing is he's going to be working at an animal shelter. We'll see, because I already told them about David and dogs. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That's all I'm saying. But he does, but he is not volunteering. He is actually going to get a paycheck. Okay. But he ain't going to get enough money that he's going to have to file taxes. But they will be paying him a salary, but he has a cutoff as to how much money he can earn and still get his freaking Social Security. So, yeah. And speaking of that, we go next weekend to have his psychological assessment done for the Social Security Administration so that, they can make sure that he still has autism and still needs his money. Mm-hmm. Like something's happened since, 18 to 27. And he's not even 27 yet. He'll be 27. You'll be 27 in October, right? Yeah, he'll be 27 in October. I'm trying to keep up with his age, y'all. I don't know why it's suddenly becoming an issue. But he's going to be 27 because his cousin's going to be 30. God, oh my God. My nephew's going to be 30 next week. My nephew's going to be 30 next week. Jeez. Yeah. David will turn 27. And then my other nephew will turn 27 next March. My other nephew turned 27 this March. It's crazy. My sister's bonus son is 6 months older than my son, and my brother's bonus son is 6 months younger than my son. and their birthdays are the same day. Yeah, those two's birthdays on the same day. That's the funny part. That's funny. Coincidence. But she still has a bonus son right now. But she still has the bonus son, even though she has a husband. That's what my sister calls hers. I call mine my ex-husband, but hers is a husband. My sister's funny. But back to what we were talking about. Sorry, David just kind of distracted the whole flow of the show. But that's okay. So y'all got the autism life stuff right there. This young man has started a job, y'all, and he is getting a paycheck. And it's a part-time job, but he is on the way, to being more independent, which is my job as a parent. That's my job as a parent. Is to help him to become more independent, because I'm not gonna be around for long, y'all. I'm about to hit my sizzling 60s. Yep. That's where I am. All right, so let's see, what else did I have to talk about besides the water situation, which is just crazy? Oh. Our girl Serena is doing her thing in what is probably her last tournament. Can't wait for the doubles with her and her sister. And looking forward to her evolution, because she's like, it's not retirement, she's evolving. Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating my whipped cream, y'all. So yeah, she's moving on, and I hope that you guys have had a chance to go take a look, or take a listen to, rather, the interview that she did on the Archetype on Spotify with Megan, Duchess of Sussex. Very good. And I think that's going to be a pretty good series that Megan is doing. Because I noticed that in doing the series, for all of those who thought that she's trying to acclimate to white society, I think that we'll find out that Megan, Duchess of Sussex, is not acclimating to white society. And as a matter of fact, she's a mixed chick, but she embraces her Blackness more than people think. I'll just put it like that. And I explained to you guys the part of Los Angeles that she grew up in. That she did not grow up, contrary to popular belief, around, in a predominantly white area. Started in Woodland Hills, ended up in Windsor Hills. Isn't that funny? Windsor Hills. Yeah, which is a predominantly Black middle class portion of the city of LA. That's where she grew up, Crenshaw District. And those of you who are familiar with movies like Boys in the Hood, and whatnot, she grew up in the area when they was lining them cars up on Crenshaw, right on the corner from that. So yeah, I think she's a lot more in touch with her Blackness than people think. She did not grow up in the white part of town. She may be very, very fair-skinned, and it's very, very obvious that she's mixed with something, and it may not be obvious, to a lot of people that she's part Black, but I think the way that, even though her mom is kind of bohemian, I think her mom, raised her to be very, very aware of her Blackness. That part. All right, y'all. So I know I'm getting close to, the ender part of my programming. So let me talk about these YouTube streets. So right now there is the streets are on fire because Rue has been he's been doxxed. His name has been doxxed. I'm not going to say said name because if you want to find out said name, look around. You'll find it. This ain't a doxing channel, so we ain't going into that. But what we will say is that along with his name being doxed, his criminal record is also out there. And in said alleged criminal record, it appears that he did some pedophile-like things as a child. Now he's denying that he did said thing and saying that he took the rap for someone older. I don't know. I don't know. That's what he's saying. But first he was saying that it wasn't, that none of it was him. Now he's saying it is. So, the story changes. And it's been changing, But I know that there were parties going on all over the freaking YouTube platform last night on various platforms, and people were discussing it. The alleged criminal record has been shown on some platforms, and where it's been spoken of. But again, this is not a doxing platform. If you want to know that information, take your ass to the internet and go look it up. That part, because it's public record. Get that name and search to your heart's content. But all I know is that if all of these things are true, then he seems to lack accountability. That's what I'll say. And maybe that's why he didn't want his information out there, because it does make you kind of question the person that's in the platform. I'm just saying. It makes you question. See what you guys are saying. Let's see. Okay, Angel, I'll see you later. I'll do that. I'll check out your new banner. Yeah. So, that's what's going on with Root and Root. But the funny part about it is that there's people that are out here that are deflecting from the information, that are taking up for him, that are excusing. And here's the thing: you can't excuse stuff if it really happens. If it really happens, it really happens. But I do remember hearing in one of the many live streams that was going on that D. Durrell said he does not want to be involved, does not want to hear anything in regards to this because of his professional status, as a therapist. And that says a lot. That says a lot. He don't want to hear it. He don't want Rudem to have no confidential conversations. He don't want to have nothing to do with it. That part's interesting. Let's see, when those sit on YouTube shoes. Oh yeah, no, there's no, it's just a bunch of BS going on. People are being doxxed, but here's what I'll say is that all of this stuff that's going on, you know where it leads back to? Everything leads back to the homeless homosexuals. All roads lead back to them. Isn't that funny? Like, what the F? Why are y'all involved in every damn thing? Why does everything lead back to y'all messy asses? Why are your hands in all of this stuff with all of the quote unquote, what people call bottom feeders of YouTube? I'm just wondering about that part. But it's just very interesting. It all leads back to YouTube. And then Candyman was out there, what, caping for Root and Brew? I thought they can't stand each other. What's going on with that? Just questions. But why are y'all even involved in this? That's the question. Why are y'all even involved in this? I'll just leave that. I'll just put a little pin in that. Why are they involved in this? Oh, and the other all that stuff with MU and everything. Yeah. Well, I don't really want to talk about that because that's just why. The 31st came and passed. Does she have her kids back? I don't know. So that's where we are with her. That's where we are with her. Now, moving on to my last point, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through this morning. Let's deal with upcoming stuff on my channel. I have a 3-day weekend, and I have gone into my devices and deleted a bunch of crap out of them so that I could get out of them. Y'all should have a few things coming up. I'll even post one of me, preparing some of the barbecue. Some of the stuff that we're going to do everything. I don't know if I'm going to go outside and barbecue. This is so effing hot outside. Yeah. We'll figure that out. But I'll show y'all the prep, because we're gonna do, the normal stuff, deviled eggs and hamburgers and hot dogs and some ribs. Yeah, we're gonna do all the stuff. I gotta go get the ribs today. Jeez, I don't even have none. Yeah, I gotta go get the ribs today. I think I have to go get ribs. Do I have some ribs in the freezer? I'll check and see if I have some in the freezer. If I have some in the freezer, then I don't have to go anywhere to get any ribs because I have my eggs. Yeah, I have my ground beef. I got to get hot dogs. Yeah, so yes, I am gonna have to go out to get some stuff. But upcoming, I've got a video where I went when I did some shopping. That was last weekend. Yeah, and show you some of the stuff that I got. And then, the one on autism and community, that one's coming out. Sorry, got me some water. Throat gets dry if you just talking and not, keeping those vocal cords moisturized. So I have those two coming out. If my son allows me to, I'll do some shorts, with him going to work, getting ready to go to work in the morning. I'll do some shorts, where he's, getting ready, brushing his teeth, doing this. If he allows me to, I may do a video with David getting ready for work, or getting David ready for work, because thankfully he doesn't start work as early as I do. So I'm at work at 6:30 in the morning. He doesn't have to get up until 7, and then he gets up, and now I think I can let him sleep until 7:30 because his start time has changed. Because this week he went to work at 8:15, so he had to be outside by 8:15, waiting for them, which was cool because that was about the time that I would take my break. Now it's going to be moved to about 8:45, so I'll just move my break time back so I can, go out there. But the good thing is that when they get here to get him, they call, and so he can just walk outside because we're gated. You can't just walk up to my front door. So maybe he'll allow me to do that. But this weekend, what I'm planning on doing, besides material, content for the channel, is I am going to be working on studying for my insurance license, taking all my pre-tests, doing some of that. I'm going to be working on doing some writing in my book. And I'm probably going to do some painting. Now, because it's a 3-day weekend, I'm not sure if I'm going to come on tomorrow, but I will probably come on doing the day on Monday instead of Monday night. Yeah, I might come on. I'll probably come on and doing the day. We'll see how that works. Tomorrow, I don't know. Maybe I'll post a couple of fashion pictures. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. For the lifestyle. I don't know. We'll do something. But I'm about to get out here, y'all. And y'all know I don't have an outro for when I'm on here in the daytime. But I have an intro. Y'all see, it's a whole different intro. It's a whole different intro. But I will be in these YouTube streets watching to see what's going on. And everybody be safe this weekend. If you're in a part of the country where it is extremely hot, like where I am, make sure you are drinking plenty of water, like I'm drinking plenty of water. The best thing to do is to not drink the water when it is ice cold. You want to let the water warm up just a little bit, because it's better to drink water that is not ice cold. It's more of a shock to your system. So like the water that I'm drinking right now, it's now up to room temperature, but it's doing the job it's supposed to be doing. But make sure you guys are drinking plenty of water. I will be in these streets. I'm gonna go out. I may film, but it's so freaking hot. I don't know. You know, when we go out to run our errands, I might film, but I may just go run my errands, do what I gotta do to get my butt home. But I will see you guys. I will definitely be back on Monday sometime. I just don't think it'll be Monday night. I think it'll be Monday during the day. But until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out of here, guys. I'll see y'all. Peace. Bye, guys.